Okay, so I changed things a little bit because we have no internet, and as far as I understand, we will not have internet for the next month. It's for some reason not possible, so we have to change our plans. I didn't invent this and I will complain, but for now, you know a different story?
No, we are thinking that it's a problem if we
Yeah, it's a problem, and so we have to cope with the problem. I will complain, but I don't think I will be successful. You can also complain if you want, please. But for now, we are back in the last century, I think. Right? So, anyhow, what we need to do is 4 things. We need still to finish our design, and I would like a little bit to focus on the visual aspects of design. This is A. I will elaborate on A. We need testing. I will tell you how I plan to handle testing. We need to develop our design document, and we have to be talking about it, and we need to prepare our presentations. These are 4 things we need to do. We have, after today, 4 meetings. There's a laboratory meeting next week. Selene will be here. I will make sure she gets everything she needs, and we will be in contact. We have a class in June, 2 weeks from now. I will be here, and I will make sure we can work, but not on the internet, I presume. We have a laboratory session June 2021, again with Selene, and we will have the exam meeting on June 22nd. So I'm now explaining everything we need. And I think the best thing to do for me is to email this presentation to all of you. I got your email addresses. These are the addresses that you gave to Selene. I will use them to email you this presentation. And I will make sure that everything will also be on the website of the course, the website that you have been putting your stuff up till now. Tomorrow I will be in Amsterdam and work with my PhD student Therese. She's an Italian, and she will help us get everything on the website, right? So, as long as you are not here, but somewhere else, like in your home, and you have access to the internet, you get all the stuff. And I will email this presentation to you, okay? It's the best I can do. So, details of visual design. We talked about it. Each group has to split up. So, you make decisions now. I mean, today when you meet as a group, make a decision who will cover each of these things, and then each of you can work on it individually, but you need to know about what the other people of your own team are doing. Okay, so decide. And then each of your students, hopefully you have internet at home or somewhere else, not here. So find a location where you have internet and work on your own criteria. So this is the choice from this one of these 4. For that criteria, take your team's design, answer relevant questions, find out which questions are relevant, which questions are not, and then find some patterns that you could apply. And pick your own choice of patterns, but at least 2 patterns I would like you to consider seriously and to discuss. And 2 weeks from now, on June 13, I expect each of you, and the others who are not here, every student to prepare a short presentation about design patterns. So 5 minutes, 4 slides. I tell you, bring your presentation. Don't think your presentation is on the website, you can take it from here. No, bring it in a USB device so we can put it in the computer. I'm sorry for that, but we have to go in the traditional way now. So you bring physically your presentation in a USB stick or whatever, or a hard drive, and then, and you present for your own criteria which questions were relevant. So you argue why you choose it, describe your favorite patterns, and find out whether these patterns could be applied to the website of your group. Okay? So these are individual presentations for each of you. So this is point A. For the two people, I just, let me say, I'm here. A is the details of visual design, it's the website. I repeated what I said this morning, right? So, you pick one. Okay, testing. I will try to have all the information on testing available either next week with Selene or 2 weeks from now. And I will prepare stuff in such a way that you can easily handle it even if here, locally, there's no internet. Right? So maybe, it depends on my Italian student in Amsterdam, whom I walk tomorrow. Maybe it's already here next week, otherwise it's 2 weeks from now here, the testing phase. And the presentation date will be decided. Hopefully I can provide you with the testing exercises next week so you can present on June 13. I will try, right? And this means that you will have to do the work most of the time in your own location. So at home or as a team you can meet somewhere, but you have to find internet somewhere. I cannot help, it's not here. So, but you have to find the location where you can do it. Design document as a team, and well, we discussed it. Be sure you cover everything, and the document, and each group has already, no, group 2 no, but group 2 should know. Each of you needs to consider these chapters. Most of you already gave some kind of a structure. You have most of the material now, put it together, make a nice document. And the submission. The submission of the document is at the laboratory session June 21 at noon. So when we finish the morning class June 21, this is the time the document should be ready. Which means you hand in to Selene. You hand in the full document in a PDF file. So this is kind of a book. Could be 40 pages or more or less, but something like that. I would like all sketches and photographs that are original, that are your own artwork. Things you draw or you photograph yourself. So not things you copied, but things you made yourself to make individual high-resolution single pictures. Because, as you found out, in my teaching I use the things your colleagues produced as examples. So you would do me a great favor if you have original work, give me separate picture files, which will be larger than the files you put in the PDF, I guess. Right? So, and all these you hand in 1 week before the exam. And you hand it in at Selene. Okay? So finally on this Tuesday, June 21st, you have to finish your document and you hand it in. That's the last date you can hand it in. Okay? And then if you have physical artifacts or mock-ups of posters or brochures that you would like to show the client, you bring them. Right? So these you keep and you have them with you at the exam day. Okay? Presentation. The presentation is on June 27 and this is the exam. I made marks about all the individual presentations and I will make about the one that you are still going to present on the patterns. This is your individual part. On the 27th, it's the group part. The presentation counts as part of the group work, right? Which means you have one presentation for each team. So look at the second one. Choose the best presenter. This is not for individual score, it's for the score for the team. So the person that will do the presentation earns the points for the whole team. It's clear, right? You find somebody who can really do this and you help. So the presentation should be a PDF. Do not expect reliable internet here. We know now. Which means if you need to show an interactive website, you have to build it in the presentation and put it in the PDF. Okay, so the presentation contains all the interactive stuff, and do not think you can just type the URL and it will be there. Doesn't work. You have to prepare everything. So if your presentation includes interactive stuff, and I guess in most cases it will do, you have to build it. Okay, I'm sorry about this. This is the way we handle now. So you bring a PDF with everything which is your presentation, you bring it with you as a team, you choose the best presenter of your team to present it, and your presentation should last 30 minutes precisely. Okay? So you should time this, you should plan it. And I will not tell you before which schedule. It depends on the clients, and still each of you has to attend all presentations. Attending the presentations is part of the learning. Yeah? So you cannot say my presentation is due at 12, so I will be here at 12. No. You have to be here the full day for all the presentations, each of you. Right? So we attend each other's presentation.